The holes don't even freaking line up here. Let me pull it out so you can see the break in it. I mean, I guess I can tweak it. I can tweak it like that. But look, where it's sitting, it goes and hits right there. Right? Is it hitting? It doesn't even go all the way, which doesn't matter, whatever, who cares. But you know what? This is a radiator made for a specific truck, and they tell you exactly what bolts to use and all that. I mean, make the holes line up. Well, the welds look good. That's about it. I mean, this is a homeowner special type of radiator. And I know that everybody thinks Mishimoto is freaking awesome. They're gonna make them as fast as they can. They don't care if the holes don't line up. This one, I don't even know if, I mean, it could be the fan shroud tweaked, but it doesn't even look like the radiator's square. It's cocked, because over here it just won't line up. I mean, they take all the time to machine all this out. Like right here, they give you these little bitty shoulder 10 millimeters that have no shoulder on them. And they say you wanna use them right there when it barely is big enough for the hole in the factory plastic. So basically, I'm seeing a lot of afterthought, just who gives a damn is what they did. They sent it out and said, oh, who cares? And we'll just have to watch this and make sure it doesn't hit the radiator when we thread it in down here. And I mean, it'd be all fine and dandy if they could just actually, you know, make it fit. And most radiators that you buy fit, right? You put them in, the things all line up, everything works out should. Well, when they get all fancy with this crap and they want to be cool, then you wind up with freaking shit that don't fit. And then I'm not a fan. Hopefully it lasts. That's the whole big kicker. Hopefully it lasts. You know, because I just think our intakes, we make our intakes, we make our Y pipes, our fits. It fits. You put it on, everything lines up. There's no, it fits, all right? Because we spend enough time because we're gonna sell something for a specific platform, and we're gonna make damn sure it fits. You don't have to do any deburring or anything like that when you buy a Y pipe or an intake.
The customer doesn't. We do all that.
Well, I mean,
make
you
sure
have
it
to
fits.
make it work. I mean, to make them so that universally they fit. And we do that, and nobody has ever had a problem with an intake install. If you can put a regular intake on, you can put our intake on. As long as you don't care all the way, this radiator is perfect. We'll see, we'll see. Right now I'm venting, I'm pissed off because, you know, and he's trying to do, you know, get the commercially available, the one that everybody says it is. Well, it's all fine and dandy if you're putting it in your driveway, or if you can take the extra time and re-engineer crap that they should have did in the first place. So, like the bolts, they're so freaking ridiculous. I don't understand what bolts they're saying to use, so we're just gonna do whatever the hell we wanna do and put it together. So let's just go for that. Okay, now, in what world does this actually do anything better than this one? Save your money and allow us enough space to use this bolt that actually has a bigger shoulder that might actually hold it and not leave witness marks of crappy freaking old bolts tightening down on it. Look at the shoulder on the factory bolt compared to that one. I mean, these bolts are way better than any of this crap. I mean, this is another point where maybe the part might be good. It needs a little tweaking. A couple of the little brackets here and stuff are just not all the way good. They could have just drilled a hole a little different. If they can't weld it, they could have drilled a hole and then, or moved it up, or, I mean, honestly, that's where they make the radiator too big. Let us take the bolts out of the radiator, right? That are factory bolts that come in there. Let's take them out and put them back in. Use the bolts that are on the truck. They're way better. I went ahead and used factory bolts right there. Wonder where it is made at. Looking it up, and it's nothing but saying Mishimoto is made in China. Better alternative Chinese Mishimoto crap. I mean, I don't know where it's made at, actually, but, you know, if they put a little more time in it, I don't know how much this Mishimoto one is, but at the end of the day, it's made in China. I mean, if this lasts, and their little science that they think they made with this, with every single truck that came in here that has had freaking radiators rupturing over and over again, have had cab mounts destroyed. Okay, they came up with an idea and tried to do something to make it that so that it can bounce around on it. Whatever, you know, if the front of the truck is bouncing metal on metal over and over again because the bolts are loose in the cab mount, well, the cab mounts are wore out, which makes the bolts loose. You dang right it's gonna mess up your radiator. Delaware. Next door is our state-of-the-art engineering. And it's, hang on. They make it sound like it. When they threw in, they got that one office in Shanghai. or whatever it is. Basically, I'm just bagging on it because, you know, I mean, for that amount of money, spend an extra couple of minutes, you know, make sure all of your stuff's in the right place. Make sure you can use bolts that, I mean, call me, I mean, I guess I'm just picky, but that is done. That's what Mishimoto says is done. When we have bolts that cover that entire thing and actually have a bigger shoulder, that is plastic. So plastic, so you're gonna have 1/8 of an inch all the way around to act as a washer through the plastic. Give me a freaking break.